Hello, everyone. My name is Randy Rosemond, set to call the play-by-play of the first ever Ladies Ball, the top girls basketball tournament in the world, with some of the top players you'd ever want to see. You know, we're going to come to you out of 8 different regions this year, but the key is those winners are going to get funneled into Knoxville, Tennessee for the championships, and the women will be powered by the Women's Hall of Fame. They're representing this tournament so very well. This is where the legends of the past meet the stars of tomorrow. Let's go, you know where, to the first ever Ladies Ball.
From the creators of the world's biggest events comes the most exciting girls basketball event ever created. The best are celebrated at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in Knoxville. Now, the best girls teams will earn the right to be a part of basketball history. The nation's top teams will be selected to represent their state in competition. 8 regional playoffs, leading up to championship week and a chance to play on national television. All roads lead to Knoxville. Which teams will get the call to the ball? When history calls, what will you do? Welcome to the new world of girls basketball.
My name is Isaiah Blair. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name's Addie Wilhoy. I'm from Piney Flats, Tennessee, and my favorite thing is to shoot basketball.
Hi, my name is Kara Gresham, and I'm from Lenore City, Tennessee, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball with my teammates.
My name is Briley Tulloch, and I'm from Greenville, Tennessee, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name is Sally McReynolds, and I'm from Kingsport, Tennessee. My favorite thing is play basketball.
My name is Mia Green. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and my favorite activity to do is play basketball.
My name is Kamora Fields. I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee, and my favorite food is mac and cheese.
My name is Ainsley Trivet. I'm from Richlands, Virginia, and my favorite thing to do is fish.
My name is Damon Johnson. I'm from Johnson City. My favorite thing to do is dance.
My name is Layla Poston. I'm from Shelby, North Carolina, and my favorite activity is basketball.
My name is Naya Crispin. I'm from Rochester Hills, Michigan. My favorite food are strawberries.
My name's Samaria King. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. My favorite thing's basketball. My favorite person is my mom and my dad. And my favorite activity is to do is play.
My name's Rayana Menard. I'm from North Carolina, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name is Morgan Young. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and I like hibachi food.
My name is Layla Clark. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. My favorite food is Mexican food.
My name is Alasia. I'm from Kannapolis, North Carolina, and my favorite activity is basketball.
My name is Jada McCool. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. My favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name is Selena Gant. I'm from North Augusta, South Carolina, and my favorite person is my mom because she inspires me.
My name is Kiana Pettis. I'm from Gastonia, North Carolina. My favorite thing is hooping.
My name is Janiyah Cunningham. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and my favorite thing is my mom.
My name is Yulika Cunningham. I'm from Augusta, Georgia, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
Coach Robert Reynolds from Charlotte, North Carolina. My favorite thing is helping out my youth and supporting the community and serving.
David Clark, Landover, Maryland. Love just supporting the youth. The rules of the game here at the ladies' ball. This is the ladies' ball, our 2026 Division Championship game in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're at the Greensboro Sports Complex. This should be a great game. Carolina against Tennessee. Carolina and Tennessee, Cara Blumfield, figure to go down to the wire. These are two well-matched teams.
I'm excited to watch this. You're going to see a lot of floor movement, tons of fast running on the floor, and an up-tempo game.
Tennessee will start Fields, Trivett, Wilhoit, Tulloch, and Mimi Green. Carolina will go with King, McClure, Clark, Cunningham, and Selena Gant. Pretty good coaching matchup, too. Damon Jackson of Tennessee and David Clark, the head coach at Carolina. Tennessee in the dark uniforms. Carolina, the red and white.
And I love the backs of those Carolina jerseys. Look, I think that's the Carolina State right there.
Yep, it's a road map.
Yeah.
All through Carolina on the uniforms. Here we go.
Hopefully there's a road map to the basket on the back of there.
Well, both these teams could fill it up. The tip is controlled by Trivett. Tennessee with it. Wilhoit will hoist from deep. Strong inside play from Fields, but she's unable to score. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Carolina. There's no question these uniforms are the most elaborate that we've seen throughout these tournaments.
Yeah, something about watching AAU basketball is seeing the design of the uniforms that these players wear. Just makes it fun.
Cunningham trying to keep it alive inside, number 34 for Carolina, but it's taken down by Tennessee. Inside, Fields powering up. Kamora Fields, the 13-year-old, the power forward at 5'11".
And early on in both of Tennessee's possessions, they've pounded the ball down low. So we're going to see a lot of inside presence from Tennessee.
Jada McClure, number 2, the ball handler, is outstanding. McClure goes all the way with the left hand. Oh, that was spectacular.
That's just a lot of athleticism right there from McClure. Great job, and to the left side of the floor as well.
Back at the other end, Tennessee attacking. And that was Trivett doing a terrific job going to the basket. Plays soccer and softball, also on a volleyball team. So here's a young lady in Ansley Trivett who's playing 4 different sports at 14 years of age.
How fun is that? She's so active, and by playing multiple sports, it actually helps you in each craft. So if she's playing softball or soccer, it's going to make her have better endurance and see the ball better out here for basketball.
She also loves to fish.
Well, that's going to create some patience for her.
Ball's out of bounds. Goes back the other way. See what Tennessee can do here offensively. Up by a single digit. First 2.5 minutes of action in our 2026 championship game. Number 24 is Green, Mimi Green. Strong move inside, but she ran into the size of Carolina, and good defense from Gant. Good job by Carolina swarming the ball, keeping it alive, but it will go out of bounds to Tennessee. You can see King there, how closely she guards the inbounder, who is Tulloch.
And she has those long arms. She's trying to just disrupt the passer a little bit. Maybe make a mistake, get a turnover, and there's a turnover right there.
Gant the other way. Cunningham. That one's off the iron, and still a tight battle early on between Tennessee and Carolina. Good work inside and an easy one for Fields, and Fields has 2 field goals. And they get back defensively. Great job by Green for the theft. Tulloch is open. Just off the iron. The rebound by Trivet, no good. The follow shot is. Good work by Trivet.
And I love Trivet's recognition of where she was on the floor. She knew that she got that rebound. She was wide open, faced up, took a shot, and then she pounded the glass for another second chance opportunity.
Tennessee's opened up a 5-point lead here. Kara, what's been the key?
Tennessee's moving the ball very well. Oh, look at that wide open look. Great defense. Sorry, I got carried away. They're just moving the ball really well, and they're utilizing each player on the floor.
Like the work of Briley Tulloch offensively and defensively for Tennessee. This Carolina team can score, and we've seen them throughout the tournament in Greensboro, and they have players who can knock down shots. That one's off the iron. Good look, though, for Jada McClure. It's out of bounds once again to Tennessee.
And this is where Carolina, they're starting to stand around a little bit and watch the shots. If they can crash the boards a little bit more, they're going to get second chance opportunities.
Mia Green, she goes by Mimi. That's a good pass. And because of it, a bucket. Again, it's Fields inside. 3 early baskets for Kamora Fields.
Tennessee offensively, they look under control. They are finding the open player and making the extra pass to get an open shot.
Clark for 3, and she knocks it down. Layla Clark, the long ball. Much needed for Carolina.
And just as efficient as Tennessee has been on the offensive end, all it took was a 3-point shot by Clark, and this game is close.
Well, again, we figure that this one is going to go to the wire. We've seen these teams throughout the tournament, and they're well matched. McClure will control the basketball. McClure goes all the way and draws the foul. Jada McClure is an outstanding performer. They call her J-Money. From Charlotte, North Carolina. Nothing but nylon for Jada McClure.
And McClure, being a right-handed player, she gets to the left side of the court so well. She had that earlier floater from the left side, and then she was fouled driving left on this last possession.
Fields came down with it and drew the foul. Fields is making her presence felt in this opening half.
Yeah, that was almost like a one-on-one matchup there of tug-of-war with the basketball.
Tennessee by 3, and they own the ball. Green looking to penetrate. Will Hoyt from deep. Straight out of bounds, and it goes to Carolina.
I talked about in the pregame this being a run and gun type of offense for both of these teams, but right now we're seeing something totally different. Both teams are under control, and they're taking care of the ball and making each possession count.
King with a good look inside. That was nice. Finding Cunningham going to the basket. Janiyah Cunningham gives them a strong inside presence. Controls the paint. Splashes the first one.
You can see there's no red jerseys in the key right now. That's because right now Carolina has dropped back to a defensive position.
Carolina's come to within 1 of Tennessee. 8 minutes into action. Again, 2 20-minute running halves at the ladies' ball. We're in the ballroom in Greensboro, North Carolina. South-Southeast Regional Championship. And a takeaway. And a foul is going up was Crispin. Crispin is a very good player. Runs the floor well, number 22.
And you can hear on the sideline their coach screaming, hey, get back, everyone out. And that's not only confidence in your shooters, as Crispin knocks down the first, but that's also because you want to get set in your defense and make sure that you're ready for the next possession.
Crispin, a 4.0 student, 13 years of age, 5'4", and she knocks them both down. Brand new ball game. Green turned away. Will Hoyt on the baseline is blocked. Got it back. And there's Cunningham with the powerful rebound. Well, we expected it to be a tight ball game, and it is. Two teams battling for the championship, 2026 division at the ladies' ball. Carolina's gotten into a better flow.
Yeah, Carolina right there. Nice cut inside.
Cunningham with the floater.
They're just seeing the ball drop, and they're staying patient, continuing with their game plan.
So we're midway through the first half, and it's Carolina that has the lead. Wilhite too strong. She got it back with her quickness. Green in the paint. That was nice for Mimi. Well, they're trading baskets, these two Goliaths of the 2026 division. Green with the pull-up. It's out of bounds. And it'll go to Tennessee.
And that was a great job by Trivett, recognizing she was falling out of bounds, and she threw the ball off the defender to gain the possession back.
I've been impressed with the paint presence of Kimora Fields. She's given Tennessee an inside game. This time they take it away from her. Tennessee gets it right back. But defense takes over for Carolina. Unfortunately, they give it right back. So there was a sequence that was not as well played by both sides. Again, that can happen. You're playing so hard. It's a championship game. It's a tight game. The two coaches are going to get their teams back on the same page at the ladies' ball.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies' Ball. The Ladies' Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies' Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies' Ball.
Not a lot to separate these two teams at this stage. They look like they're going to go at it for 40 minutes.
Both these squads are playing under control. They're feeding inside the paint, and they're knocking down a few outside shots when they need it. They're also playing defense very well. They're sitting in just half-court zones and forcing their opponents to run their half-court sets.
1 point ball game, 8:40 left opening half. Tennessee in the black uniforms. They're called the B-Mays Elite. That's their name, but they're a group from Tennessee against Carolina, based in Charlotte.
I love how it's B maze. It almost should be A maze when they're amazing.
Yes, the amazing elite. I like that. Trivets pass deflected. Out to Will Hoyt from downtown. The three ball is in for Addie Wilhoit, the 5'3" guard, 13 years of age. And Wilhoit is a dynamic perimeter shooter. She can really knock down shots. Gant looking to penetrate. Her pass a little bit too tall in the corner, and it's out of bounds to Tennessee. Well, Tennessee, the B-Mays elite, have reclaimed the advantage. These teams going back and forth and bringing it up is Briley Tulloch. Powerful inside again for Fields.
And that's Fields just doing a great job positioning herself deep in the block down low. She was so far inside the paint that where she caught it, it was just easy to turn around and put it up.
And transition basketball and another goal. And Green put this one down. The pressure Tennessee's applying is paying dividends. They've opened up a 6-point lead. This is the widest margin so far today in this championship game.
Because Tennessee has netted their past two possessions, it has allowed their defense to pick up in a full court press. That's been the added extra pressure from this Tennessee defense.
Tipped away and out of bounds. Good job there by this team from Carolina, crashing the glass and keeping it alive. See what McClure and company can do to get a goal. Got to make an exercise patience because there is no shot clock. Tennessee coming back the other way with the ball and a 6-point lead. Green with a good look, but the pass surprised Fields.
Yeah, just a little bit too much zip on that pass, but a fantastic feed inside. Tennessee sticking with that game plan of pounding it inside close to the basket shots.
Yeah, that was well designed. Just Fields too hot to handle that time. McClure and King on the back line for Carolina. And a solid rebound for Green. The suffocating defense of Tennessee has opened up the lead and provided them with a 6-point margin. Rebound Gant. Gant's capable of bringing it up. Fluid ball handler, young lady that can take it to the bucket. But it's McClure that'll set it up. Trying to get her team back into the offensive flow, get some rhythm offensively. Boy, it got physical on the outside.
I noticed that last minute lowering of the shoulder right there. She was fouled before that, but that's where she's using her size to take advantage right now.
Good rebounding inside. Beautiful shot. Gotta love that as it was put down by Pettis.
And that's the second time Carolina has beat Tennessee with that same out-of-bounds look. The middle has been wide open. Tennessee's going to have to clean that up a little bit so Carolina doesn't get any more easy inside opportunities.
Will Hoyt too strong. Tennessee again with that second and third opportunity has really been a decided advantage for them. Coming back the other way is Carolina. And again, you look at McClure with the ball. She's so much under control. Driving it. That time too strong, and here comes Tennessee and Green. That's a great fast break. You can't do it any better than that. And Pettis scores.
And Carolina now getting down the court a lot quicker. They're also crashing the boards offensively better. So you're seeing more opportunities for them to score.
Blair knocks down the deep three. That's a great counter by Tennessee. Tennessee leading in this championship game. That corner three falls through. Beautiful shot by Clark.
Right now, both these teams just exchanging punches. Very evenly matched programs.
Strong move on the baseline and the foul. It's a wonderful drive by Blair, and she's going to the line. I love her ponytail. It obscures the number at times, but we know who it is. Avia Blair. I'm sure she's looking forward to the national championships in her hometown of Knoxville. Checking back in is Briley Tulloch. Going out is Fields. Another one. Good look at Blair at the line. Just hit a beautiful three, so she poured in a quick five to extend the lead. McClure bringing it up. Tennessee extending their defense. And the pressure forces a turnover, and Tulloch comes back the other way. Another opportunity. Carolina dodges a bullet. 3-point game. One possession game. A three ball could tie it for Carolina. Strong move inside. Boy, Gant showing her power going to the basket.
And that's great ball floor movement by Gant, too. Just knowing that she had a wide open space, she put the ball on the floor, and she was getting pushed the whole way, so she found a way to just throw it up at the basket.
One more for Gant. Selena Gant. She plays with great passion, and you love that in a young player. That one's up and in. Just 2 points separate these teams. You have the sense that Tennessee would have a wider margin here, Kara, but that's not been the case. This team from Carolina's hanging in there.
Something that Carolina is doing is they're slowing the pace of the game. They're making the most of each possession that they have the basketball, and they've started to clean up their defense. They're crashing the board more.
But you can't stop that. The long-range jump shot ability of number 30, Avia Blair. She's come in, didn't start the ball game, but this young lady from Knoxville is doing some great things and propelling Tennessee into the lead. Going to take the lead into the locker room at halftime.
And right there, Blair, she knocked down 2 back-to-back three-point shots and hit a free throw, and she's still wide open on the perimeter. Carolina has to key in on her. You always want to find the hot hand shooter.
She wants the ball, too. She's asking for it. To Green. Green had a wide open look. Final seconds of the half. Coach is yelling out the time to the players. And time has expired in the opening half, and at intermission, Tennessee, the B-Mays Elite, have a 25-20 lead over Carolina in our 2026 Division Championship game in Greensboro, North Carolina, the South Region, at the Ladies' Ball.
So, Coach Johnson, we've had a close game here, back and forth, teams that are well matched. What do you tell your team now for the second half?
We just got to settle in and play our style of basketball. Right now, we're getting a little too fast, getting a little too out of character. So once we settle down, I think we should be all right.
So you put your girls back into that mindset and they're ready to go?
Hope so. I try. We'll see.
Good luck to you, Coach.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies' Ball. The Ladies' Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies' Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies' Ball.
So, Coach, we've had an exciting game here. You guys are well matched. It's been a bit of a back and forth. What did you tell your team going into the second half to take the lead?
We got to be a little bit more aggressive. We're giving up too many open shots with this team. They're a very talented team, and we can't just allow a team like this with this talent level to just come up and shoot and make shots where they want to make shots. We got to make them a little bit more uncomfortable. We haven't made them uncomfortable, so that's what our game plan for the second half is.
A little more of a body game for the second half.
A lot of more body game for the second half.
All right, good luck, Coach. Thank you.
Tennessee by 5 as we head into the second half.
I like what Tennessee has been doing. They're just finding a way to pound the ball inside the paint. And then when that's not working, they're knocking down jumpers.
Here's McClure. Scoring threat for Carolina. 1-on-1 against Green. Takes a 30-footer and banks it in. Jada McClure, what a start for Carolina and McClure.
Talk about a spark right after halftime there. I don't know if that was a designed halftime play or if that's something she just knew she could make.
Green tallies 2 on the other side for Tennessee. What a start to the second half. What a shot by McClure. Crispin for 3. Yes! 2 triples in a row for Carolina.
I mean, that was just a nice catch and shoot by Crispin. She released that so quickly.
Fans yelling for the defense. And they provide a reaction and another turnover. That defense is doing the job.
I love the energy from Carolina now and their fans. It's just building. They understand how close this game is and how important this game is.
South-Southeast Regional is a 1-point game. Tennessee has the ball in a single-digit lead. 18.5 to play in regulation. Green with the step back. Gant with the board. And McClure will bring it up. We just found out she's got unlimited range. She had a 30-footer to start the half. That's when the coaches are saying, no, what are you doing? Oh, yes, great play.
Exactly.
Another one. And Fields took an extra step. Well, these two teams providing a lot of excitement in our 2026 final in Greensboro, North Carolina. How about that? She's done it again. McClure off the window and down.
And McClure has just come out of this halftime just feeling her shot. She's in rhythm right now. And that's going to be a challenge for Tennessee, trying to disrupt that rhythm.
And look who's got the lead. Well, you can't stop number 24 inside, Mimi Green.
And I love the fire from Green. After she made that and one, she just lit up the fist and almost saying to her teammates, let's go.
Hoop in the harm, and Green's at the line, so they're seesawing back and forth. And it's Tennessee with the advantage. And she's got the three-point play, Mimi Green. Comes from a family of basketball players. And in fact, her family has a training facility in Tennessee, in Knoxville. No wonder Mimi's so good. She's been living the dream all her life. Carolina and a green steal. Mimi all the way. Puts it in. Mimi Green.
And that is just a fantastic offensive look from Green. One-on-one, gave the hesitation, and went up strong.
And a response from Tennessee, and they have the lead back. Fields powering up inside. Trivett able to find her. Ansley Trivett wanted to go to her immediately and found Kamora Fields down low on that block. And Fields has had a big game for Tennessee. Wide right. We've seen some of these young ladies in these championship games at the different regionals bank them in from the free throw line. That one nearly banked in. A little strong with that one, but Fields got it back. Inside, nobody guards Ansley Trivett.
That was an absolute beautiful possession right there from Tennessee. They had the wide open three, but Ansley was wide open, and she said, ball, 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 and got it for an easy bucket, a higher percentage shot.
Gant will back it out. See if she goes to work. What a rejection inside by Fields. She's controlling the paint.
She also is controlling her body. The ability to go up and not try and block that shot, but just try and disrupt the shot. She kept her hands wide up and didn't bring them down. And that's why she did not get called for the foul.
Inside of 15 minutes to play in the championship game, the South-Southeast Regional. Couple opportunities missed for Carolina. Green racing it back the other way. McClure. That's a great look to King. And King scores. Samari King. But what a play by McClure to find her.
That's almost a Sports Center top 10 pass right there. It was like around the neck to find the open player. I thought, Randy, she was going to shoot that ball.
It was a ladies' ball highlight, wasn't it? A magical moment. McClure to King. A hotly contested championship game. Wilhoit tried to chase it down in the corner, and it's out of bounds to Carolina. Still can't get over those Carolina uniforms. And when the players have yellow shoes, and McClure's got yellow shoes, King's got yellow shoes, they really stand out in the crowd.
Yeah, it's nice to recognize. I think when they walk into a gym, you know exactly which team is coming in.
Gant is blocked again, trying to go baseline. You'll love that defensively when a team like Tennessee protects the baseline.
Tennessee's been clogging the middle all game.
A hoop and a harm and a basket for Gant. She shows some emotion and goes to the line.
And once again, this is the under the basket out of bounds play that has just hounded Tennessee. They have not been able to defend that out of bounds play. The middle has been left wide open, and Carolina has been taking advantage of that.
David Clark wanted an explanation. His team is coming back. They're within 2 at the ladies' ball.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies Ball. The Ladies Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies Ball.
A hard-fought battle in our 2026 championship game. Carolina, based in Charlotte, in the red and the white. Breaking huddle, going back out to do battle with B. Mays Elite, the team from Tennessee. B. Mays Elite is based in Knoxville, so they want to play at home for a national championship. That's their goal. But they're running into a very pesky and talented team from Carolina. Again, at the free throw line, does not complete the three-point play. Wilhoit is tied up and fouled.
And I love Wilhoit right there. She's the smaller, skinnier player on the court, but she was so tough with the ball, just ripping it all over, causing that foul.
Bringing it up is Blair, who came off the bench and has provided a spark, but she misses Wilhoit, and it's out of bounds to Carolina. Just a 2-point ball game and under 13 minutes to play. Whereas the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame is where they want to go, and the motto of the hall is honor the past, celebrate the present, and promote the future. These are future stars that we're seeing in this championship game. That's a great 2-man game. Gant got it back. Cunningham didn't finish inside. But I love the way they ran their offense. Tipped away by Cunningham. It's a good defensive play by the young lady inside, Janiyah Cunningham, to help get Carolina back the ball.
Cunningham has been active inside all game, not just on the defensive end, but offensively as well. You saw that beautiful screen and roll on the last possession. She's just doing a nice job. She's occupying so much space inside. That's freeing up a lot of her shooters.
Gant over 2. Didn't get it to fall. Cunningham kept it alive, and Wilhoit rebounds. And then a Carolina foul. Randy Rosenblum with Carol Blumfield and Kate McGinnis. Kate will be on the floor to interview the winners. Will it be Tennessee or Carolina? Still to be decided in this back half. Green posting up. Wilhoit. Yes, from out of the corner, the baby-faced assassin.
On that possession, Green drew 3 defenders on her. That freed up Wilhoit, and she recognized that her teammate was wide open, and that created that 3-point opportunity.
McClure probing. McClure scoring with the left hand. Went right down Main Street, and Jada put it in. That was a wonderful finish. Boy, Crispin defensively is active. Guarding against Tulloch. Wilhoit ran into a crowd. Big collision in the paint. And she drew the foul. These players want it. These young ladies are really going after it. Rebound Tulloch. Rebound underneath, and it's Fields this time. Kamora Fields playing bully ball and scoring in low.
Well, that's 1, 2, 3 chances for Tennessee to score right there. Carolina has to block out and grab these rebounds.
Fields has had a big game and has come up in a huge way for Tennessee. Inside of 9 minutes to play. Gant triple teamed and they take it from her. Tulloch with those quick hands. Wilhoit. Another tie-up. Another held ball. These young ladies are really battling at the ladies' ball.
And that's Mia Green is everywhere. She's all over the floor. On the defensive end, she is fighting for rebounds, literally fighting inside, rolling all around for the ball.
The regional championship of the South at stake. Inside the puppy. The easy one. Down low for Carolina.
And that was only easy thanks to McClure. McClure is magical with the ball right now. And her passes, she is getting her players wide open looks thanks to her passing ability.
Yeah, and Pettis was the benefactor the last trip down the floor, and she got the goal. It was easy for Pettis to put it down. Tiana Pettis, who's had some moments in this one. The lead reduced to 4. 7.5 minutes to play.
When you talk about point guards, the most successful ones are the ones that create open looks for teammates, and that's what Jada McClure is doing all game long. She drives so deep into the paint, and then she finds a wide open player.
Crispin's going to the line.
Even on that possession, a give and go with Crispin cutting to the basket. McClure's eyes are always up, and she sees the floor so well and finds her teammates.
Under 7 minutes to play. This one very much in doubt. It's in the air. It's in the basket. The lead reduced to 3. And an opportunity now in a one-possession game with a 3-ball to get right there, to get even. And Gant controlling near the 10-second line. Power move. Gant putting it down. That was a strong play. What an effort by Selena Gant.
That is just using your size to take advantage of the opposing players right there. Great control, put it up high off the glass, and was able to finish strong.
Out in front is Gresham, who has not logged a lot of minutes in this one. Kara Gresham, she's only 13, but a very bright future. Guard 5'3", number 34 in the dark uniforms for Tennessee.
You know what, though? She has a great name. Kara,
Yeah,
what a name.
it's got a ring to it, doesn't it? She'd like to have a ring at the end of the game. Green, the bank is open for Mimi.
And that's just Green being rewarded for all her hard work trying to clean up the glass, falling on the floor. And it was the basketball god saying, here, you know what, Mimi? Take a bucket right here. A bank shot.
The kiss for Green in the basket. And Green's going to work again. Step back. They're rebounding it well. Look at the passing inside, underneath, the hoop and the harm, and the basket for Trivet. Ansley Trivet.
Tennessee does such a fantastic job moving the ball quickly. And they seem to be finding all the open players in the higher percentage shooting spots on the court.
The three-point play for Trivet. And suddenly, the lead is 6. Carolina's going to have to go to work here with 4.5 minutes to play. And McClure coming up the floor. McClure going to work. Floater. Yes. What a shot by Jada McClure. And she was fouled. Just what the doctor ordered for Carolina. Jada does have the physical gifts to take over games. The three-point play couldn't have come at a better time for this team from Carolina. Three-point game. The lead for Tennessee. Open lane and an easy one for Wilhoit as she cut to the goal.
It's just a fantastic job by Wilhoit with that backdoor cut. She recognized once again the paint, the middle of the floor is wide open, so I'm going to cut there and try and get the ball.
Power inside for Cunningham. Well, every time you think Tennessee's going to pull away, this fine team from Carolina battles back. 3:15 left in regulation. The championship on the line in Greensboro, North Carolina, in the Southeast Regional. King with pressure near the 10-second line, and she forced a turnover.
Carolina, they're amping up their defense right now. They can taste how close this game is. They're within reach.
It's Crispin to bring it up. But they want it in McClure's hands. Deflected out of bounds. Carolina with another opportunity. What do you want to see from Carolina here in this possession?
McClure, I want the ball in McClure's hands and let her make a decision of what to do with it. She is a playmaker. She knows when to pass and she knows when to shoot.
Pass too high for Cunningham and taken out of there by Wilhoit. He's played well down the stretch for Tennessee. Cunningham, great defense, tipped that ball and it went off of Fields. Time out on the floor. A beauty in our 2026 Division Championship. Could go either way at the ladies' ball.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies' Ball. The Ladies' Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies' Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies' Ball.
Tight ball game in Greensboro. We're down to the final 2 minutes. 2-point basketball game. Tennessee has the lead over Carolina. Kara Blumfield, map it out for us. What do you want to see from both these teams in the final 2 minutes?
Well, from Carolina, anytime you have a playmaker on the floor, as you do in Jada McClure, you want the ball in her hands, especially down the stretch. Now, you have shooters out there. You have Selena Gant, who can find the ball in the basket easily, too, and McClure will find her. Right now, Gant has the ball. And defensively from Tennessee, this is a big time for a stop. You got to get your hands up, block out one shot and done, or see if you can get a steal right here.
Gant occupying the ball. She wants to go one-on-one. Selena Gant driving. Floater. Banks it in. Big shot for Selena Gant. What a confident play from Selena. Final 90 seconds. And a takeaway. McClure had it knocked away from behind. It's out of bounds to Carolina. We're even at 47. So the final minute 21 will decide it unless we go to overtime.
And this is what championships are all about right here, coming down to the wire. You've played all weekend long for moments like these.
Drama in Greensboro. Gant smartly backs out of there. She doesn't have to hurry. The three ball is huge for McClure. With a minute to play, she drilled it. And Carolina has the lead. And the pressure's on Tennessee. Oh, what a finish around the basket by Tulloch. Riley Tulloch went right to the goal and put it up and in. It's a 1-point game with a half a minute to play at the ladies' ball.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies' Ball. The Ladies' Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies' Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies' Ball.
I would imagine Tennessee will pressure all over the floor.
The goal right now for Tennessee is try and steal this inbounds play.
McClure trying to bring it in, having trouble. And a takeaway. And a chance for Tennessee to grab the lead in the final half minute. Down low, underneath Fields, doesn't score, and Cunningham rebounds. To McClure, down to 20 seconds left. Carolina with the ball and a precarious 1-point lead. And a blocking foul. Obviously, in the final 2 minutes of a tight battle, the clock stops.
In Tennessee, they got exactly what they wanted. They had the steal on the inbounds play. They just couldn't convert on the other end.
A non-shooting foul will go out of bounds to Carolina, looking to exhaust the clock. Leading by 1. Tennessee desperately will try to steal the basketball. Try to force a turnover. That one just crawls over the iron and Tennessee gets it back. Final seconds. Wilhoit. Yes! A huge 3 with just seconds remaining for Addie Wilhoit. The babyface assassin has done it.
And Wilhoit, she has drained that shot all game long. And when it mattered most, she came through.
When there's a will, there's a way, and it's Wilhoit that drilled it, hoisting from deep. And she's so calm on the sideline. Timeout was called, and now we're going to get a technical foul, I believe. And Wilhoit is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. With just 1.4 seconds left, it appears that Tennessee on the Wilhoit 3 is going to hold off Carolina. 1 more for Addy. So this becomes a 5-point play. And more importantly, it becomes a victory for Tennessee, 54-50.
And with that technical foul, Tennessee will hold on to this ball for the last possession as well.
How disheartening, how heartbreaking is this for Carolina? And how much jubilance on the sideline for Tennessee. They win it 54-50. And Addy Wilhoit is the hero. Let's meet a very happy young group of ladies from Tennessee with Kate McGinnis.
B-Mays Elite are regional champions. That was an amazing game, ladies. An incredible game. It was tight, it was close, and you guys pulled that one out in the end. There were some big shots. So I am proud to present to you your ticket to Knoxville, Tennessee, to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. Congratulations, B-Mays Elite. So I know being from Tennessee, Knoxville's not such a far reach for you guys, but going there as the regional champions is a big moment. Does anyone have a highlight from today's game that you could share with me?
I hit that 3 at the end.
That was a big 3 deep there in the corner. That changed things around. Anyone else have a highlight from this weekend or from this game?
We played pretty good all weekend. We played together.
You did. You guys are an amazing team. How long have you been together?
4 years.
4 years. That's fantastic. And do you guys all go to school together?
No.
You all go to different schools. Well, you guys play like you play together every day and like you've been playing together since about 4th grade. We look forward to seeing you guys in Knoxville, and I hope you can bring this same game down there for us. Thank you.
Kara Blumfield, this was a thrill to call. Congratulations to Tennessee. They pulled it out in the last seconds.
Well, Tennessee, they stuck with their game plan from the start and executed at the finish. Beautiful shot by Wilhoit, driving Tennessee to the finals.
Tennessee over Carolina 54-50 in a heart-stopping battle in Greensboro. For Kara Blumfield and, of course, Kate McGinnis on the sideline, I'm Randy Rosenbaum. Until next time, this is a great one from the Ladies' Ball.